Now, let's talk about the basic requirements of teaching skills for instructors, by which I mean what kind of teaching skills should the instructors have. There are three parts for the contents. Basic notice, the way to improve students' attention, and how to do the beginning and conclusions. Firstly, about the language. Language is the most important factor when you are doing the speech. When you are doing the presentation, please make sure your tone is changeable and avoid the changeless speech. In another way, please make your language vivid. And secondly, when you are doing the presentation, please avoid too fast or too slow of your speech. If too fast, then some of the students could not get you. But if too slow, then maybe you could not finish all of the content in time. And also, please avoid too loud or too low volume. If too loud, some people may be disturbed. But if too low, some of the students could not hear you clearly. And please use vocabulary that students can understand you, especially when you go to a place where they speak another language. Then maybe you need to learn how to speak that language. Or your company can hire someone who can speak that language and make them understand you. To conclude, please try to use fluent, vivid, standard, and condensed language. And about the body language. Firstly, please let hands be your teaching assistant. You need to think about how to let the hands to assist you during the speech. This is important. And also, do not make aerial actions. For example, you could not put your hands on waist, in pockets, on dorsal, or point to students. These actions will make you impolite. And please face to students at most of the time. Avoid turning your back to students. And also make your language vivid, but not too rigid. Also, please do not scratch your head when teaching. Because if you are doing this, it means you are thinking about something, but the idea cannot come out. So, your body language should be simple, generous, relaxed, and natural. Another thing here is about the eyes and communication. The trainee will feel disrespected if no communication, so you could communicate with them and react with them often. Secondly, please avoid putting your sight directly on a student for a long time. It could be embarrassing if you look at each other for a long time. And also, please do not look at unrelated things. For example, during the speech, you could not look at the roof or other unrelated things. Please always watch your students or the screen. The instructor's eyes should take turns scanning all of the students to make them feel that you are caring about them. About the dressing and mental state. During the speech, please dress neatly, cleanly, generously, and appropriately, but not too fashion-forward. And also, please be mentally healthy and positive, because your attitude will influence your students also. As we talked just now, please use the vivid language, and also you could give them some cases. For example, you could set some examples or tell them some stories about this industry or about yourself to improve students' concentration. Also, the interaction is important. You could ask some questions with the students to improve their attention. Also, please make eye contact to make students know you are caring about them. About the beginning and conclusions. So firstly, how to begin a class. You could explain the importance of the knowledge. You should let the students know how the class relates to their future work and why they need to know this knowledge. Also, at the beginning of the class, you could start with a case or your story to attract students' attention. This is important. And also about making a conclusion. You could sum up what you taught. Please let students know what the main content is, and they will remember the basic framework and the context more clearly.